Hey there, and welcome back. We do want to talk a little bit about the Mohamed Ibrahim injury. Now, he suffered a gruesome, and I mean gruesome injury against Ohio State in that critical game on Thursday. Minnesota really had a chance in this game, but the second that Mohamed Ibrahim went down, that changed the entire complexion of that game. Ohio State goes on to win by 2 scores, and the Minnesota Golden Gophers are now left, kind of stranded. They do not have their top tier back, and let's kind of talk about that injury. Mohamed Ibrahim is one of the top running backs in the entire country. He's a really, really impressive running back. He doesn't have that top end speed, but he does have great contact balance, a guy that breaks a ton of tackles. And as you see here, had 9 straight games with 100 rushing yards, the longest streak in school history. And he's also he also tied Lawrence Maroney for 5th all time on rushing touchdowns. This is a special player in this program, and he means a lot to this team. Now, the issue is he ruptured his Achilles. Now, what does that mean for him individually? That could mean one of two things. He could recover from it and be just fine, or this could be a career ender. A lot of players are not the same after they rupture their Achilles. I think that's been kind of true, like we saw with DeMarcus Cousins in the NBA, and also Kevin Durant being another one. Those are two extreme cases where DeMarcus Cousins was never the same player. Kevin Durant was still a great top tier player. But Mohamed Ibrahim playing that running back spot requires a lot of physicality, takes a lot of hits. And for him and his style, it's really concerning. I think Mohamed Ibrahim definitely could have worked himself into being a back end first round pick, maybe middle of the second round pick. But I don't think that this necessarily means his career is over, but it could. However, I think that this kind of shifts the idea for him now going from that second round, maybe end of first, to all the way you could see him in that, like, I want to say he might drop all the way to the 5th or 6th round. I think teams are going to be very, very scared. I'm not sure about what eligibility looks like for him in terms of, being at that college level. So maybe he goes back and kind of proves it, because if he takes the full 12 months, he'll be right back for the start of next season. And I think that the NCAA would grant him that eligibility to go back. So it's going to be kind of up to him. Does he want to go ahead and prove it and declare for the draft and kind of work his way through rookie minicamp and all that and prove that he can still be that top tier back? Or does he go back and just show it on the field again? And that's something else you have to consider. He's going to be another year older. He's just, it's not going to be that appealing for somebody to go ahead and want to draft him after, he played another college season, because we know the shelf life for a running back is very, very limited the way it is. And this guy has likely a ruptured Achilles that could, really hinder his career from there on out, a physical runner. But the thing about him is he's a very talented back. He's a hard-nosed throwback kind of running back. So Mohamed Ibrahim's injury affects a lot of things: his draft stock, his future career, the Minnesota Golden Gophers as they currently stand. So this is a big injury, and this was one of Kirk Herbstreit's one of the most underrated players on his list. He had 3 players going into this season, and Mohamed Ibrahim was one of them. The other 2 were 2 quarterbacks. So this is a special player. It really is unfortunate for him that his season had to end the way that it did. But, hopefully he comes back, bigger and stronger and better than ever. So you got to really feel for him. And that's really going to have a big effect on his draft stock. So thanks everybody for tuning in. I just wanted to give an update on Mohamed Ibrahim's injury, very likely to be a ruptured Achilles. So thanks for stopping by. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Also, leave a like if you did enjoy this video. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you in our next video.